Okay. Go. Right, we're set here. Just checking the mic, checking the system, making sure everything is ready for us to roll. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time of the day you're watching this broadcast, this is Dr. Eric Tangumonkem with IEM Approach, where we inspire, equip, and motivate people to discover God's great potential in them, develop that potential, and deploy it. I want to welcome you for joining us. And I want to encourage you to invite other people. And if you are listening through the IEM Approach podcast, please go ahead and share as well. If you want contact information, the email is eternalkingdom101@gmail.com. eternalkingdom101@gmail.com. If you would rather call in, 214-908-3963. 214-908-3963. It's important for us to have this discussion. Unfortunately, I cannot interact with you directly now that I'm going live, but we can continue the conversation when this broadcast is over. This is day 22nd on our 52-day journey, talking about how to succeed as an immigrant. If you are joining us for the first time, this is the 22nd broadcast. We've covered a lot of different areas that every immigrant who wants to do well has to focus on those areas and make sure they are doing their due diligence and growing in all those different areas if they want to succeed. The disclaimer I have is that I am an immigrant, and what I'm sharing with you, part of it is coming from my own life and the life of other immigrants. And the main motivation is that I made mistakes and I don't want you to make the same mistakes. It is not a smart thing to repeat mistakes other people have already made. We are going to be talking today on why you must exercise regularly. Why you must exercise regularly if you want to do well, if you want to succeed on the mission that you are on. Don't forget your why. There is a reason why you migrated. There is a reason why you moved from point A to point B. However, I don't want anything to compromise that mission. I don't want anything to come in between you and your why. It's very important for you to major in the things that are under your control. If you want to be massively successful, if you want to get to the top, if you want to do well, you must identify those things that are under your control and take charge of them. You must identify those things that are within your power to do something about and do it. I cannot overemphasize this. It is vital, it's crucial for you to measure in the areas of your life that are under your control. Identify them and measure in them. While it's easier to blame other people, blame the system, blame the attitude of other people towards you. It's not going to help you. What is going to help you? What is going to set you apart is your ability to identify the areas that are under your control and take charge. The 52 different strategies that I've been talking about are dealing with 52 different areas of your life that you are in control. 52 different areas of your life that you can do something about them, that you can come up with goals and achieve them. You are in charge. I want you to rise up and take control. I heard a story that changed my life. I never used to exercise regularly. I'm just going to own up. The first 10 years in the US, I didn't exercise regularly. I would try, play soccer once in a while, but exercise wasn't really part and parcel of my life as it is right now. I'm not saying that I've always done it right. And that is why I decided to put together this resource for us to have this conversation. So if you are struggling, you know you are not alone. I heard a story that turned on the lights for me. Hopefully, this can also help you to wake up. It's not a very long story. This man said, I was given a job to do, and a donkey to use in doing the job. I overworked my donkey. The donkey died, and I couldn't get the job done. I overworked my donkey. The donkey died, and I couldn't get the job done. This donkey that this man was given to get the job done, figuratively, it's referring to our bodies. It's referring to your body. Your body is your donkey. In the case of this man, he could try to get a different donkey. Unfortunately for you, there is no other donkey. You have only one donkey. You kill that donkey, you are out of this place. You will die. It is that serious. It is that serious. And that is why taking care of your health, exercising regularly is not an option. It's not an idea. It is a must. If you are not exercising regularly, as we are going to see, you are undermining your why. You are undermining your very life. It's crucial for you to understand that you need to take care of your donkey. You need to nourish that donkey. You need to watch what you put into that donkey. You need to feed the donkey right if you want to have a lot of miles out of that donkey. I like this quote by Pogo. He says, we have met the enemy and he is us. We have met the enemy and he is us. When it comes to exercising and exercising regularly, most of us don't want to do it because it is difficult. However, the cost of not exercising is so high that none of us can pay it. You can only pay it with your life. You don't want to do that. You did not migrate to come and settle down for rest, for less. And most of us are having difficulties because we come from cultures where we're not having a sedentary lifestyle. And all of a sudden, now we are having a sedentary lifestyle and driving cars everywhere we go. You need to wake up and start exercising. Another quote by Scott Adams says, if I liked food and disliked exercise as much as a 400-pound guy, I'll be a 400-pound guy. If I liked food and disliked exercise as much as a 400-pound guy, I'll be a 400-pound guy. You like food? We've already talked about eating and drinking. You like food. It's good to go into the mouth, but you dislike exercise. Now, if you meet somebody who likes food and dislikes exercise, and that person is 400 pounds, guess what? You are going to become that type of a person. In other words, if you like food, you're going to like exercise. You have to push yourself to like exercise. Remember, we had a basic equation that weight gain is what? Calorie intake minus the calorie that I used. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritties of arguing if it's the calories or not the calories and all that. If you're not exercising, if you're not eating right, you are setting up yourself for trouble. Contrary to what most people think and say, the cost of a sedentary lifestyle is extremely high. None of us can afford to pay it. And I'll just put this to you bluntly. I have been exercising regularly for almost 10 years plus now, and it's very difficult. I average about 30 miles a week, doing roughly 5 miles a day. I already did 6 miles today. I've done 300 plus push-ups. It's very difficult. That is why making exercise a regular part of your life is going to be one of the most difficult things you will ever do. Making exercise regularly or exercising regularly and consistently is one of the most difficult and challenging things you will ever do. It's very, very difficult. It's not for the faint-hearted. You are failing because you think it's easy. It is not. You are failing because you keep telling yourself, I can do it, I can do it, I can just get out and do it. No, it's not going to work like that. You are going to need help. You are going to need support. And that is why we need to talk about it. I've given you my phone number, 214-908-3963. I've given you the email, eternalkingdom101@gmail.com. If you are struggling, don't stay alone. Reach out for help. Help is available. Exercising regularly is going to be one of the most difficult things you will do. However, you cannot afford not to exercise regularly. You cannot afford not to take care of your donkey. Let's look at some of the benefits of exercising. There are a lot of them, a lot. Research backs all these benefits. Weight control, it decreases the low density lipoprotein, the LDL. This is the bad cholesterol. When you exercise, the bad cholesterol is going to go down. And exercise is going to boost the high density lipoprotein, the HDL. This is considered as a good cholesterol. So when you exercise, your bad cholesterol goes down, good cholesterol goes up. When you exercise, it decreases the unhealthy triglycerides. Exercise improves your mood. I can attest to that. When I get up each morning, since we exercise 5 days a week unfailingly, I'll get up in the morning, I'm grumpy, my body's telling me, dude, you don't have to do this today. However, when I can push myself and get to the running track and take a couple of laps, my mood changes and I start my day on a high note. Exercise will boost your energy. Exercise will promote better sleep. When I hit the sack, I'm knocked out. Exercise will improve your sex drive. Exercise reduces stress. You must have found out already that the streets of America are not lined with gold. You must have found out already that you need to clock in and clock out. You must have found out already that you need to work extremely hard here. You must have found out already that there's a lot of stress. All the phone calls coming from your country of birth and all the needs and the demands on you and your time and everything. Life is very stressful. One way for you to manage your stress is through exercise. Exercise improves your self-confidence. You need to be confident if you want to do well. Exercise slows down cognitive decline. You are going to remain sharp in your thinking. It alleviates anxiety and depression. Exercise boosts brain power. It sharpens your memory. It helps with addiction control. You learn how to push yourself. You learn how to take charge. Your executive control, mental toughness goes up. It uplifts depression, boosts your immune system, promotes better sleep, reduces the risk of developing colon cancer, reduces the risk of dying prematurely, creates a stronger heart. It prevents heart disease and many other diseases. For example, stroke, high blood pressure, arthritis, osteoporosis, and loss of muscle mass. I can keep going with all the benefits of exercising. Information is not enough. Most of us know this. We know that we are taking high blood pressure medication, and we know if we can exercise regularly, we're going to get to the point where we'll get off of that medication. Some of us have lost our libido. Listen to what Rayan Howes says. He says that a 60-hour work week with a poor diet and no exercise is a recipe for a shrinking libido. A 60-hour work week with poor diet and no exercise. And that's why we need to also look at the drawbacks of not exercising. If you exercise, you're going to benefit from all the list that I've given you. However, if you're not exercising, what's going to happen to your mood? You'll be in a bad mood. What about sleep? The quality of your sleep is going to go down. What about your sex drive? It's going to go down. What about your stress? You're going to be under high stress. What about anxiety? Your anxiety level is going to be up. What about your mind, your memory? Instead of having a sharpened memory, you're going to start suffering from memory lapses. What about depression? You're going to stay in that depressive state. What about heart disease? What about arthritis, high blood pressure, osteoporosis, and loss of muscle mass? You're going to suffer from all those things. Your bad cholesterol is going to go up, and your immune system is going to get depressed. You cannot afford not to exercise. You cannot afford not to take care of your donkey. It's very, very important. And you're going to need help. And that help is available. There is no excuse to say, oh, I tried and failed. No. You can't give up. Reach out for help. I have about 2 resources that I've put here. One of them is talking about to exercise or not to exercise, the connection between bodily exercise and spirituality. For those of you who are spiritual, who say physical exercise availeth little, I'm making a strong case here that little in physical exercise is huge. It's going to help with weight control. It's going to help with your mood. It's going to help with boosting your energy, promoting better sleep, improves your sex drive, and reduces stress and all that. There is a lot. I'll encourage you to grab this book. And if you're a married couple, I will also encourage you to see how in this book, Enhance Your Marriage, the surprising benefits of exercising as husband and wife. These 2 will change your life. It will change your marriage. You should grab it. In upcoming broadcasts, we're going to get into details of this subject. Today, we're talking about you exercising regularly. Now you may be wondering, when do I exercise? What type of exercise is going to be good for me? I've tried this, I've tried that. I had my gym membership, it didn't work. What time of the day is the best time to exercise and all that? If you need answers to all those questions, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. What type of exercise is good for you, when you should exercise, and all that. Stop putting it off. The best time to exercise, was last year. If you are not already doing it, you're already late. You need to start, and start now. Thank you so much for watching. Share this broadcast. Stay tuned for more updates. If you have any questions, call or email, and God bless you. You've been listening to Dr. Eric Tangumonkan with IEM Approach, where we inspire, equip, and motivate people to discover God's great potential in them, develop that potential, and deploy it. Until next time, God bless you.